What's good? It's your boy Dot from Dot Me Now Coaching and Entertainment. For coaching links down below, Spirit Guide readings and Starseed readings down below too. It's on my website now. Yes, all my links down below. Discord down below. Join the Discord down below. It's full of Starseeds inside of there, bro. I got y'all. I got y'all. I'm about to tell y'all how to find out what starseed you are. This may even help you get some of your memories back. I'm going to tell you how I did it. And plus, like I said, I got the starseed readings down below. So, you know, if you want like the little basic Joan, I could just tell you real quick, like, yeah, you're this starseed. Here's what this starseed is like, da-da-da-da-da-da. Or you could get in depth about like, yeah, you're this starseed, you have this starseed, you have this alien life, and because you could really have multiple. You know, our soul is millions of years old. You know, so that's why you may feel drawn to multiple starseeds. You know, I'm gonna tell you all about that. You know, but I could go really in depth with you about your purpose and stuff like that. But look, I'm gonna tell you how to do it yourself real quick. I'm just here if you need a little bit of extra help, but you can really do it yourself. And here's how you do it yourself. I got you. Understand that you don't just feel drawn to things for no random reason. Like some of you guys may like magic for some reason because you probably dealt with magic in the past life. Some of you may naturally be inclined to certain spiritual practices like Buddhism. Shoot, you could have been in Asia before. You could have been a Tibetan monk before. You know what I'm saying? Like, these Jones don't just be random now. You know, there's some reason why you're drawn to it. Even if you've never been that before, you could at least have a Tibetan monk guiding you right now. There's at least a spirit guide that deals with that's guiding you if it's not you in and of yourself, you know? But understand that you don't feel drawn to things for no random reason. You feel drawn to Egypt? Come on now. You already know why you feel drawn to Egypt. You feel drawn to Asia? You already know why. So already start looking up the different star seeds, the different alien races, you know, because like for me, right, when I first got into all this stuff, right, I was really 15 when I heard about this. I just didn't really like fully trust it and like, you know, really dive into it until now. And when I decided to say, you know, this stuff is real and I'm gonna just tap in myself, I started getting all my stuff and it was all confirmed to be true by my guy King Cash, you know. So it's like, I'm at a point where it's like I can still get confirmation, but it's like, why do I need confirmation? Like for me, it's just like in my real life, I know what I did when I was 7 years old. You know, like I don't got to be like, did I really do that? Like, no, I know I did that when I was 7 years old. It's really the same with these memories. It can become like that for you too. So first, just look up all the different races because me, I was like, okay, off rip, I feel like I'm a Lyran. But I was like, I mean, of course I would think I'm a Lyran because I mean, you know, like I love lions and stuff like that. But, you know, I love lions because I was a Lyran. That's how it really worked, you know, and that's my first lifetime, you know, at least within inside of this universe, you know. So with that being said, because, you know, there's a multiverses, it's really, you know, there's a whole dragon verse, you know. I know a lot about the dragon verse, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff out here, but yeah, so I already felt drawn to that. And as time went on, I eventually felt drawn to Orion. So I was like, maybe I'm Orion. And at the time, I didn't know you could be multiple Johns. So I'm like, okay, what the heck, like whatever. And then I was thinking like, then at the very end, I'm like, I feel drawn to Arcturus. This is over the span of years, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But even while reading about some of these Jones, when I felt like I was a Lyran at like 15, I would hear about blue aliens. And I kind of felt like I was drawn to that too, you know, so it was weird, you know. That's why, like, if you start looking up this type of stuff and you feel drawn to multiple things, trust it, bro. There's a reason why you feel drawn to multiple things because that's how I was. But for me, it took like years, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this over the span of years, I'm like, okay, then Orion and then Arcturus, and then eventually, when I got my rating, they were like, oh yeah, you know, Lyran, Orion, Arcturus. I'm like, those are the exact three I was, you know, really thinking about. You know what I'm saying? And then it got even more in depth and like, yeah. So look at the different races, and then and I'm gonna tell you guys about memories also in a little bit. But first, look up the different races. You know what I'm saying? See what you feel drawn to. And then, yeah, if it's multiple, then it could be multiple lives and stuff like that. Your soul's millions of years old. You could have went from Lyra to freaking Alpha Centauri to freaking whatever, you know? You could have been just all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But Yeah. So with that being said, now here's how memories came into play for me. You see, once I was told like, oh yeah, I see the Lyran, Orion, and Taurus Dawn, and I never even said anything about that. I never hinted at that, and they just said that off rip. My God can catch. I was like, okay, bro, I can't be tripping. So I was like, let me smoke weed spiritually, because at the time I had literally just got sick. Plus I had an ear infection that was caused by smoking too much, which was weird. But I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna just smoke weed spiritually. So I smoked weed spiritually one day, and I got high as shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, I wasn't even really trying to get memories. I was just trying to see what smoking weed spiritually was gonna be. Like, I had a whole fire set up. This is the first time I did that shit. And that shit was like, bro, as soon as I started smoking, bro, everything started going like this. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? It felt like I'm going into a whole new reality. And it literally felt like I like jumped over. It felt like I literally like hopped into a new timeline. And like, cause I literally started like, there were certain things I was doing that I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that shit again. That's just done. I'm never talking to that person again. That's done. Like, I just like felt like everything just like, it was super duper weird. I'm not gonna lie. But then like at the end of the night, well, at the end of me smoking, I was like, okay, this joint is done. I don't really feel like watching anything. I don't want to eat no food. I feel super like, what do I do? And I'm like, let me just meditate. So I went in my bed, laid down, started meditating, right? I'm like, okay, bro, I felt like I was a Lyran, right? Cause like, here's my thing, right? I would read about the Lyra stuff or the Orion stuff, and I just feel drawn to that. So it's like, I would notice how like Lyra kind of feels this way, Orion kind of feels this way. So I would just kind of just like feel that inside myself. And as I feel Lyran, I feel, okay, hold up, why do I feel like I'm a female? Hold up, why do I feel like I'm white? Like, I just felt what white looked like. I'm like, okay. I just felt what white felt like, you know? And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm a princess and my dad's a king? At first, I'm like, why does my dad have this huge general vibe? And I'm like, why does it feel royal? Or like, is he the king of Lyra or something like that? And I'm like, why do I feel like I'm a princess? And like, and I was able to like, then when I felt like I was white and stuff like that, I started literally seeing myself. I saw like my white Lyra and stuff with like the red and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And then even after that night, I'm like, I could have just been high as shit, you know what I'm saying? But the spirit got ready with my guy King Cash. And then he confirmed it for me. I was like, he was like, I asked him, first he was just telling me, first he just answered the phone saying like a whole bunch of shit that he just shouldn't know. He was like, I see you live in like a rundown suburban area. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. He's like, I can see you're like a really deep thinker. Recently you've been thinking about X, Y, and Z. I'm like, okay, yes I have. This man's just sitting here shuffling cards saying this shit. I'm like, word. So he's just giving me basic advice real quick, right? And then he's telling me like, he asked me, he's like, so what have you been like, what's been your spiritual journey like and stuff like that. And I was mentioning how like, I'm like, I remember I was like, I joined your live that one time and you said some Lyra and Orion or Taurus stuff, and I've been thinking that, so I've been tapping into my own stuff. I've been getting memories. I'm like, so like, I was like, yo, I got Lyra memories, for example, like, can you tell me what that was like? And he was like, yeah, Lyra, he was like, he started like, he was like, yeah, you were a girl, your dad was kind of like a general. He was like, hold up, actually, he was the king, but like, as the king, he was like he was the general, as in like, he dealt with war and stuff like that and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though he was the king, he was also a general at the same time. That's why when I was tapping in, I felt that vibe, and that's why he also felt the vibe too. And I was like, he was like, yeah, you were the princess. I'm like, dog, I was thinking that shit too. And he was like, yeah, bro, you're spot on, you know what I'm saying? And that same night, I was tapping into other stuff too, about my Orion stuff, my Taurus stuff, because I would just feel Orion, then I would try to tap into that, you know what I'm saying? Now, peep game though, right? I'm gonna tell y'all about yourselves, about how certain stuff may be a bit hard for you to process. So when it comes to memories, right, some of your memories could be very traumatic. Like the first Lyran memory I got was a traumatic memory. And it's like, I felt that it was come and gone, right? And I part of me was like, nah, I don't want to accept that. So like, it wouldn't fully come up. I'm making a video. But yeah, it wouldn't, what's it called? It wouldn't fully come on, and so I'm like, nah, I don't want to accept that. It wouldn't fully come on, right? So eventually what had happened was, I'm like, nah, I just got to accept it. And then it just fully came on. But there were certain other stuff, like the fact that I was a reptilian at one point, you know? And I'll say that joint loud and proud. Now, you can say whatever you want about that, but a lot of people was reptilians before, and you could be a good one, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to accept that at first, so I never got those memories, you know what I'm saying, until Cass mentioned it, and I was like, huh, I was reptilian. I'm like, you know what? I kind of was feeling that vibe a little bit, but didn't fully tap into it. When he said it, it opened up a whole gateway of stuff, because I accepted it now, you know what I'm saying? So you may feel things inside of yourself that is like, why can I not get this memory or blah, 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 blah? And sometimes it may be traumatic, it may be hard to accept, but like eventually it may just come through, you know what I'm saying? Spirit guide readings can help with that. Starseed readings can help with that. All that type of stuff can help with that. But like just overall going with inside of yourself and seeing a certain thing. Cause sometimes, like for me, it was a lot of feeling based stuff, but as I would feel into it, I could start seeing it also. Cause like I saw my Orion form. When I fell into my Orion self, I saw one of the forms, you know? Like one of the forms is just like, it's like a black, just like a straight black, like faceless being with like this white stripe, you know? And they could shape shift and do all this crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's made of antimatter, and I was able to see it. At first, I just felt it. I'm like, okay, I could feel this white stripe, and I feel dark. And I'm like, oh, okay, I look like this. I was able to literally see it, you know? And then, like, the cast could see it also, so he was able to tell me, like, yeah, you look like this, and that. I'm like, okay, where? I'm seeing the same thing, too. So, like, for me, it was very feeling-based, and I was able to, like, see it. Some stuff I kind of just could, like, I just knew I did certain things. And then since I knew I did it, I kind of just started seeing it. Like, for example, I know that I was in New York a couple months ago, and like, I could just feel that. I could feel it I could tell that I just know that. And then like, if I want to tap more into it, I could start seeing what I actually did. Like I'm seeing myself at the park at nighttime with my wand inside my hand, smoking at the park. And it was, then my friend's over there next to me on the bench and stuff like that. No, he's actually over here, my fault. Yeah, he's over there. But yeah. And you see how I could just like be like, dope, he was actually over there. So I could literally see it and I feel it and like, yeah. So it starts getting like that with this whole past life Starseed stuff too. It could really get like that for you. Like, and if it doesn't, sometimes it just isn't supposed to at a certain period of time. Because you'll notice with like Starseed readings sometimes that like at some points in your life, a different part of yourself pops up, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say that you're in a period of your lifetime where like you need to be very focused on like light and stuff like that. Well, your Palladian self may be coming through at that time. But then when you're going through like a shadow dark night of the soul period, your reptilian side may pop through, you know what I'm saying? And then you learn more about that and how to like transform and do all this other shadow work stuff, you know what I'm saying? So there's a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to this whole Starseed alien shit, which is why I'm happy that I'm doing the services now so I can help y'all. But like overall, I just gave you like the basic keys that you're gonna need. So with that being said, it's been your boy Don from Dominant Coaches Get Entertainment. For coaching, links down below. Starseed readings and spirit guide readings down below. Discord full of Starseeds down below. We can help you a lot inside there, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole lot going on, bro. Keep on messing with me. I'm gonna be giving out all kinds of sauce and magical stuff, and it's just, I got y'all, bro. I love y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. I'll catch you. Peace.